And welcome back to Agora High School. Dave Sobieraj calling the play-by-play. So glad you could join us here for an SCCBL conference matchup between the Heat and the Thrashers. The Heat are now leading 6-2 over the Thrashers. First pitch swung on and foul-tipped by Jack Heidelman, the cleanup hitter. So if you're just joining us, it was the Heat who jumped ahead 1-0 in the top of the first. The Thrashers answered in the bottom of the second with one run of their own. Then the Thrashers took the lead in the bottom of the fourth, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Misses low for a ball. And then in the top of the fifth, the Heat scored 3 runs and took a 4-2 lead. And then in the last inning, the top of the sixth, they added 2 more, and that's where we stand, 6-2. Here's the pitch. Big breaking ball of the backdoor variety. Misses, 2-1 the count. Heidelman 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play to the left side, 2-2 the count. Rubio continues the deal for the Heat. He's the one that started the game. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Line drive to deep right center. Could it be? It's a one-hopper to the wall. Heidemann rounds first. And now he's going to slide at second. And he's safe. Interesting play by Heidelman because Heidelman was really rounding first slowly. It didn't look like he was going to go to second. And then he realized how far he hit it and accelerated into second base for the double. So the Thrashers have a leadoff man on base, and that's Heidelman with a double. Up now comes Serto. Serto with a great play in the last inning, keeping a man from tagging up from second base. Serto also getting it done at the plate today, 2 for 2 at the plate. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, lined at the third baseman. Third baseman stops it and fires to first base. Heidelman will now advance to third on the throw. So it's almost like a sacrifice there as Billiette makes the 5-3 putout. Up now comes Vincent Perry. Vincent Perry 1 for 2 on the day with a fielder's choice and a single. And his first at bat in the second inning, he ended up scoring on that fielder's choice, and that was their first run in the game for the Thrashers. Perry, 5'10", senior from Great University of Rio Grande in Ohio. This past season, put up pretty good numbers, hit .264, had a .343 slugging percentage, and 20 RBIs. Went to Cerritos College for junior college, about an hour or so away from here at Agora High. Fastball swung on and lined straight up the middle. It bounces, and in comes Heidelman for third. A run scores, and it's now 6-3. RBI single for Perry. And now Heidelman scores, so the Thrashers answer with 1 run here in the bottom of the sixth. Let's see if they can get more. 6-3 the score. Heat on top of the Thrashers. Bottom of the sixth inning. 1 out. Here comes Bobbs, the right-handed batter. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Bobbs 0 for 2 on the day, but he did have an RBI back in the fourth inning. Perry takes a modest lead, maybe a 2-foot lead off first base. Here's the pitch. Big breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 2. It gets past the catcher, and Perry takes a base. So Perry now in scoring position at second. Not quite sure what Bobbs was swinging at on that pitch, as it was well out of the zone, and he seems really confused with the off-speed pitches all day from Rubio. This is only Rubio's second start of the summer for the High Desert Heat. Rubio gets the sign and likes what he sees. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. High bouncer over Billy Epps' head, so it's going to go into left field, and Perry's held up at third base. Perry, meanwhile, on first with the single. Interesting decision by Rubio to go to that fastball, considering the previous 2 pitches he threw off-speed pitches that really Bobbs was off his feet on. He was off balance and swinging at terrible pitches, and then he comes back with a fastball, and Bobbs hits it. Men on first and third, 1 out, bottom of the sixth inning. 6-3 the score, Heat on top. Fastball in there for strike 1. The catcher didn't catch it, though, so that's a pass ball, and taking 90 feet is Bob's. So now there's 2 men in scoring position for the Thrashers. And now we're starting to see these offensive fireworks that we were talking about from the previous 2 games between these 2 teams at the top of the broadcast. Josh Alonso at the plate, 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses low and outside for a ball. Alonso started the game at third and moved over to short after Matt Redfern got injured making a play in the field. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled back at the screen for a strike. 1-2 the count. 2 men on. Bottom of the 6th inning. On third base is the catcher Perry, and on second base is the left fielder Bobs. Here's the pitch, swung on and lined to right field. It drops fair. In comes 1 run, that's Perry. Rounding third and scoring is Bobs, so another run comes in. Now an error is made. Alonso digging into second, and he's headed to third, but he finally holds up and goes back to second. So now the Thrashers have scored 3 runs in the inning, and it's 6-5. So just like that, the Thrashers answer with 3 runs of their own and trail by 1 run, and Rubio's knocked out of the game after really dealing and showing a dominant performance for the first 5 1/3 innings. So Rubio's taken out by his manager Beltran, and now in comes a new pitcher. Bottom of the 6th inning. 6-5 the score, the Heat on top of the Thrashers. There's been a pitching change. Nick Goulet has come in for the Heat. The redshirt junior from Cal State East Bay, 6'3", 200 pounds. Went to Lancaster High School, and really was a 4-year pitcher for Lancaster High School and put up ridiculous numbers. Was 9-1 his senior year with a .91 ERA. So that's obviously a microscopic ERA, and in 53 2/3 innings, he struck out 67 batters. So that's more than 1 strikeout per inning as a senior in high school. Up to the plate comes Jonah Northrup, the left-handed hitter. There's 1 man on for the Thrashers on second base. That's Alonso, who just had the 2 RBI single. Here comes Northrup. Northrup has reached base on both plate appearances with a single in the 2nd inning and a hit by pitch in the 5th inning. The runner goes, and firing to third is the catcher. He's gunned out at third, and I can't understand how they could make that play, especially after the last game we broadcasted where the final out of the game, a man was thrown out at third base. Just very questionable decision, especially when it's a left-handed hitter and the man is not even in the catcher's way. The catcher has an open throw down in the third base. Here's the pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner for a strike. We talked to Coach Reynolds after the game, and the one that Stephon Brown stole on was his own decision. I'm not sure what this one was, but I can't imagine it was his own decision. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled out of play to the left side. 1-2 the count. Maybe they thought that he was taking a lot of time on his delivery, but nonetheless, it's not easy to steal third base. Here's the 1-2. Pitch outside for a ball, 2-2 the count. So 6-5 the score, Heat on top of the Thrashers. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. High bouncer right back at the pitcher. He makes the play to first, and that's the final out of the inning. So at the end of 6 full innings, the score, the Heat 6 and the Thrashers 5. You're listening to the SCCBL on Stretch Internet.